When we started this project, we knew the final product had to be functional and, at the same time, we wanted to pay tribute to the China Creek velodrome. Our inspiration came from a desire to have people appreciate their home tracks, so we knew that the details really had to tell this particular track's history. Throughout the bag, there's a nice mix of form and function. On the outside of the bag, we used ballistic nylon to make the bag durable and wear better over time. The black embroidery was made by recreating the text that was on the field house. The small wooden cog is made of yellow cedar, the same wood as the original track built in '53. And then, of course, each is individually numbered to reflect the limited run. Leather accents and a number 10 metal zipper were used to accent the wood and keep the period of the piece uniform. The front of the bag has 2 pockets, one large enough to slip a chainring if you needed, but it's really intended for gloves or a race number, and a smaller, hidden zippered pocket that's large enough to fit a smartphone or your wallet. On the back, there's a pocket large enough to conceal a 14-inch chain whip, and the brass snaps ensure it won't fall out unexpectedly. Lastly, we made the bag with a lot more seam allowance so that even when it's full, it's easy to get in and out of. On the inside, there are 6 chainring pockets, large enough to engulf all but the biggest chainrings, and ensure there's no rubbing of the clear panel that doubles as a closure for that side. Inside the clear panel, we have a piece of double-sided screened canvas. On one side, there's a photo finish of the scratch race at the '54 Empire Games, along with a bit of the track's history. And on the reverse, there's a gear chart as well as blueprints for the original track designed in '53. It's a lot larger than usual, so it's also a great place to put a race schedule or technical guide. Opposite the chainrings, there are 6 velcroed pockets for your cogs, plus an open mesh pocket to house those small parts you frequently use like your disc adapter or valve extenders. 4 vertical pockets intended for use with Allen keys, cone wrenches, a peanut butter wrench, pens, zip ties, you name it. There's also silicone impregnated webbing. It's a great place to put a film canister full of safety pins, but obviously you can use it for anything. There's one slightly larger covered pocket to put the small stuff you don't need all the time, or at least you don't need to see. Spare buckles, chainring bolts, random wrenches, etc. Lastly, a narrow pocket in the middle of the bag is a great place to put your longer 15mm wrench or chain pliers. In all, it's a really good looking piece that does everything you'd want a gear bag to do. And I'm particularly pleased to say it's all made in Canada. So, ride in the moment. Ride for the future.